This week, we've taken the show on the road. I'm here with the president of the Hellenic community of Greater Montreal, Dr. George Tsoukas.
It's a great pleasure to be with you here, Houston.
So I'm very happy that we're doing this.
Thank you for taking the time to come and promote our community.
Yeah, same to you. Thank you so much for taking the time. It's been a dream. I've been wanting to do this for a while, so thank you so much. All right, so we're going to start with, can you tell me a little bit about what kind of services you offer here at the community, just briefly?
Well, we offer a number of services. We offer cultural heritage services such as dancing and theater and other things that signify how our civilization has continued through the ages. We offer sports and sport activities for people like you. We have our churches that we like people to attend. We have our social services for the elderly where we help people in need. But primarily we have the schools, and you're in one of our schools. And we have a fantastic school system here that really, with our graduates, when they finish, have our cultural background, they go to church, they can cross themselves, they can say their prayers, and speak Greek. So basically, we give people attending our schools a golden key. This golden key leads to many doors that you can open for no matter what you do in life. So we're very proud of our community.
All right, amazing. So my next question is, why did you choose to run as president, and why is it important to you?
I chose to run as president because I have a lot of background, and all my life I'm a graduate of Socrates School. I was one of the first involved in the library we had, and then I was involved in fundraising, and I was involved in another school system, afternoon school. So all my life, I've been a volunteer for the community, and I thought I could carry this community a few steps further, higher up, and we have successfully done so over the past few years.
Yeah, well, let me just say you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you. What is it about your party that makes it so special?
Well, one thing about my group is I've chosen my group. When I called young people to come and help me, I called the brand new team. And basically I was focusing on people with financial backgrounds because our community is a very wealthy community. We're worth a lot of money. However, we need proper financing care to be able to carry it forward in the future. And in fact, the fact that we have a grant sitting at our door of $10 million, and we have many other grants, I needed people specializing in economics and banking. So we have 7 bankers in our group. The other thing that I want to do is to help with social services. People know that trying to find a doctor is impossible these days. So we plan to open either 1 or 2 medical clinics in areas where Greeks live in case they need to see a doctor right away. And we also plan to open up bloodletting services because if someone needs to do a blood test, it's very difficult to. People go around town trying to make appointments at various hospitals. So we're trying to help from a medical point of view. So we have the financiers, we have doctors, and we also have business people who are very practical and know what it's like to run a corporation. And we have our corporation, which is a nonprofit, the Hellenic Community of Montreal, needs people with brains that have backgrounds in managing large businesses to help us out. And I think we have all the right ingredients, everybody watching, and hopefully people will vote for us so the community will leap forward, and we're ready to take the great leap.
And I wanted to know, what does everybody at the Greek community do to get youth like me interested in the Greek culture?
Well, I think the first step to do is what you're doing. If you can enroll in the Greek school, obviously you will be immersed in Greek culture up to your ears. And then you'll know what it's like to dance Zebekiko, and you know what March 25th is, and you know what Easter is, and you break your eggs, and you go to church, and you follow our services, and then you'll know what the March 25th is, and you will be marching in the parades. Yeah, bravo, bravo. And we're so proud of the young people that join us. But if they don't live close, or if they, for some reason, cannot come to the day schools like you are, there are the Saturday schools that they can attend. And there they will also learn Greek and hopefully pass the Elinomafia test, which is a very important test to pass, because it gives you a certificate from the Greek government that you're, proficient in Greek, both spoken and written. And this is very, very good if you want to go into law, if you want to go into medicine, engineering, whatever you want to do in your life. This is an extremely important document to have. And I encourage all your friends that may be looking at this podcast to do so. And encourage the parents, if any parents are looking, to have their children pass the Elinomafia test.
All right, so I have 2 more questions to finish this off. Can you tell me, how do you like your job on a scale to 1 to 10?
Listen, my job is a very difficult job because it's there's a lot of responsibility. There's responsibility of the churches. There's responsibility, economic responsibility, but most of all, the responsibility of having excellent schools. And I'm a professor at McGill. I know a lot about teaching and running schools, and I'm very proud that we put a lot of emphasis. The last 3 years, we uplifted the schools. We brought in robotics, we brought in digitalization, we've increased the teaching, and we also brought ancient Greek, which is very, very important in our culture. So when you follow some of our ancient Greek courses, then you go to our church, you'll know exactly what the priests are saying.
Yeah, that's very important.
So it's a very important job to have, because a leader has to carry the community forward, and the leader has to have vision, and the leader has to have resilience, because all sorts of obstacles come in your way, and you just have to cross each obstacle and be determined to carry on, because we have one of the best communities around the world, and we have to keep it that way.
And also, I know you're a doctor, so how did you get into medicine? How'd you go?
Well, when I was a young man, I was not sure whether I should follow arts or science. And I started off with arts. I went to art school and became a painter. And then I thought maybe I should try science as well. So I went into honors physics, then into chemistry, and I realized I had a calling for biology. I love biology and I love people. So I was one of the few Greek doctors that entered McGill. It was very difficult in those days to get into medical school. I remember there were 10,000 applicants. They only took 100 people. And when I got my acceptance, I thought it was a joke. Somebody pulled a joke on me, and I went to McGill and I said, "Is this for real?" And they said, "Yeah." So I was so happy, and my mother was happy, because I was a poor boy from St. Lawrence Street that finally got into medicine at McGill, which was quite a feat in those days. So as a doctor, I've given myself up not only to McGill and the MUHC right now, but also to the Greek community. I kept an office for the Greek community, and I've seen many people have come my way, and I've treated a lot of people who are very ill, and I'm very proud of the fact that I did what I did. I'm so proud of it that my 4 sons who looked up to me all became doctors. So in my family, we're 5 doctors in my family.
Pretty cool. So to finish off, Dr. Tsoukas, do you have any advice for anyone considering going into medicine in the future?
Yes, I do. Medicine is not like a regular job, 9 to 5. It's you dedicate yourself to the service of other people. So the first thing, whoever wants to get into medicine has to realize that they're giving part of themselves to society, to better our society. Secondly, they have to love science and biology, because there's a lot of science, a lot of hard work. They have to be ready to work really hard. And it takes an average, if you want to be a specialist, about 15 years of university before you finish. So it's a long haul, but let me tell you, whoever does it at the end has found nirvana. Doctors love in what they're doing, and they're very enthusiastic, extremely rare to see a doctor retire. Even me at my age now, I'm a full doctor, and I still work 50, 60 hours a week as a doctor. I love what I'm doing, and I think I'll be doing it for the rest of my life. So it's people like me that inspire others. But even the young doctors now have realized how important it is to take care of our society, because our society is becoming very complex. The knowledge in medicine doubles every 6 months. When I was a medical student, it doubled every 6 years. So there's so many new ways. We've now conquered cancer almost. 8 out of 10 cancers are cured now. Things and all that. In the year 1900, Montreal, the average age people live was 40. Right now, the average age is in the late 80s. I think it's 89. So we've made huge leaps forward in discovery, technology, and medicine. And I believe people should think of going into medicine. It's a very rewarding profession. You will not make a ton of money, but you live well. But the key thing is to have a personal satisfaction that you are doing something for the rest of society, your family, and the community at large. So it's a very good question, Christo. Thank you for asking me that question.
All right, well, Doctor, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to speak
Thank
to
you.
me. I had a great time. Thank you so much.
Thank you
And
as
for
well.
more information on the voting, you can visit the community's website, hcgm.org.
And
Thank you so
don't
much.
forget to vote. It's on June 8th.
Yeah.